The endless cycle of austerity. Is there really no alternative? Imagine waking up every morning to the same grim announcement. More cuts, more suffering, and yet another promise that prosperity is just around the corner. Sounds like a political Groundhog Day, doesn't it? The UK has been stuck in this loop for years, and the latest economic policies suggest there's no escape in sight. Margaret Thatcher's famous phrase, "There is no alternative," was once a rallying cry for free market policies. Decades later, the results are clear: uneven economic growth, failing privatized utilities, a worsening housing crisis, and growing social insecurity. Now, we face an even harsher reality. There is no alternative but to abandon this failed model altogether. This week, Chancellor Rachel Reeves is expected to slash department budgets, deepening the wounds inflicted by 15 years of austerity. Winter fuel payments for pensioners have been stripped away. Disability benefits are set to be cut by £5 billion, affecting those who struggle with even the most basic daily tasks. And by the next election, every household will have seen a decline in living standards, hitting the poorest twice as hard. It's no wonder the British public feels trapped in a never-ending cycle of economic despair. Leaders repeatedly express their regret, insist sacrifices are necessary, and promise that better days lie ahead. But here's the brutal truth. If we stay on this course, those better days will never come. Each new round of cuts digs the hole deeper. Public services, already stretched thin, suffer more with every budget reduction. Meanwhile, demographic changes and global challenges add to the financial strain. The number of Britons aged 80 and over is set to double in the next 40 years, demanding more from an already struggling healthcare system. Defense spending is climbing, yet its benefits remain questionable. Climate-related costs will triple in 25 years. High immigration once poured billions into the economy. Now, restrictive border policies carry a hefty price. The 2008 crash marked the moment economic and social progress stalled. Technology has surged ahead, AI is on the rise, but real wages remain lower than when Lehman Brothers collapsed. The Trades Union Congress estimates that if wages had grown at their pre-crash rate, the average worker would be £10,400 richer per year. Instead, purchasing power has shrunk. Schools operate on tighter budgets, and the NHS remains in crisis. Even life expectancy, once a marker of national progress, has stagnated. For poorer women in England, it's already falling. Roads are riddled with potholes, high streets are eerily empty, and a sense of decline has become part of life. The consequences extend far beyond our wallets. The loss of hope has fueled political extremism. Once the idea of the US slipping into autocracy seemed unthinkable. Now similar fears loom over Europe, including the UK. Decline isn't inevitable. The status quo is intolerable, and change is not only possible, but necessary. The question is, will our leaders finally break the cycle, or will we endure yet another 1,000 mornings of empty promises? The economy continues to crumble. Share your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on the biggest political and economic stories.